Hello and welcome back to our Queen City Clash LAN here today on March 16th. I got Penn State here versus Champlain, number 1 seed versus number 9 seed here in our losers bracket semifinals. We're brought to you in Oasis. I got Buller Seamus Leonard here. Hi Bullers, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Seamus, whatever you want me to call you.
Either works.
Yeah. This guy's a tank player, so he knows dive, and of course we got Champlain, who's actually a dive team. Never mind, we're not going to go to Oasis. We're going to head back to us because, you know, I love Overwatch. Regardless, it's been a great day today at our tournament. We only have 4 teams left. One team will be going home off of this game. We do have another stream going right now at UC Overwatch, twitch.tv/UC Overwatch. It's University of Michigan versus University of Cincinnati. If you wanted to tune into that, that would be sweet because that is a 2-0 match right now. Michigan has the lead, so it is a match point stream. So anyways, we're headed off to Oasis in dark mode though. Looks like they're sad about it though, but that's okay.
It's a vibe. I like the dark mode.
But regardless, what are you thinking, Seamus? What are they gonna run out on?
We have Wanston on the tank, so I think we are going to see Zarya from PSU. That's what they've been on all tournament, and yeah, it looks like it. That's what they're gonna run, and Yu-Gi-Oh on the Wrecking Ball. Not surprised to see that either. Wrecking Ball is very strong on this point. There's, you have those 2 mega health packs on the side that he can play around lots of angles for him to look for roll-throughs and slams, try to isolate targets. So, yeah.
Looks like we're going to start off on that Zarya, like you said. Wanston opting for that. We've seen Penn State play a lot of Zarya, a lot of Mauga, so not too surprising there. But we will have that Wrecking Ball that we've seen on Li Jiang that Yu-Gi-Oh pulled out with the last Champlain stream that we had. But regardless, it looks like Quinn will opt for that Kiriko. We didn't see much of that and much Curie being played, honestly, in this tournament. Less than I've hoped for, honestly, because every team so far has ran Ana.
Yu-Gi-Oh goes down early there
to
sleep.
That's exactly what the power of Ana will be in this tournament, and that's exactly why you have to run Kiriko. And Knie goes down as well by Wanston. And just as I said, Ana with her nades and sleeps without a Kiriko is just going to be really, really bad into what any team comp that gets ran. And of course, Wanston's going to be pretty much full charge this entire tournament, I think. I think every single time we've spectated Wanston, he's been very, very high charge, and that's become a very serious problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yu-Gi-Oh is going to have to look to try to isolate targets here and play carefully around this Ana. The Ana sleep onto Yu-Gi-Oh will be big, especially with how much damage PSU have to capitalize off of that. Yu-Gi-Oh here contesting this high ground. Boops both the supports off. I like that. That's a good start, but the Pharah is going to go down. Akioto finding the pick. And it looks like now PSU are going to try to find these staggers. Wanston on top of the Soja. Soja's so low, going to be taken down. That Zarya does so much damage. Yu-Gi-Oh is going to hit, but now Champlain are just going to have to reset here.
And that's exactly what's going to have to happen because, I mean, that Wrecking Ball is going to cause a lot of problems, but I don't think it's going to do as much as we've seen with the last Champlain game, the Wrecking Ball, and how much utility he can get out, especially with what they're running into right now. Penn State is running a Zarya, they're running a Soj and Torb, so it's going to be really tough for this ball to really do anything. It's kind of more of a bunker down kind of team comp. They don't really want to go fast, especially since they have an Ana Curie. But
here comes the Nano Zarya.
Man, this is just...
Penn State have enjoyed all tournament, and this Nano Zarya just does so much damage. And that's going to be a team wipe here. Yu-Gi-Oh may be able to get out. It'll be big. He has to live here. It's probably going to be their touch.
And that's kind of, it's just the power of Zarya. You just have a nano, over 50 charge Zarya, and there's just nothing you can really do about it. But we are approaching 99% here.
Get grabbed here.
Yeah, that grab is ready to go here. They also have rush and overclock, and that grab is going to come out. Takes out 1, 2.
Big grab.
It looks like Penn State is just going to make this a bloodbath for Champlain, and they will take the 1-0 here on our first match.
It's a matter of killing this Wrecking Ball.
Yeah. This ball.
Spinning to win.
Yeah.
Yuya will go down there, and that should be the point. Pretty dominant showing there from PSU. Champlain looked like they could not get anything going. I don't think we had any deaths from PSU that entire round.
No.
The Wrecking Ball hit's just not able to find anything.
Yeah, Wrecking Ball is going to be really tough to run into what PSU is running, unfortunately. Like I said earlier, it's just... PSU is really bunkering down, and that's exactly how they want to play. But Yuya will be swapping out through Ramatra, which is kind of expected right now, especially since that ball was really unable to get anything going.
Kind of need a brawl tank here on this point for Oasis, and I like the Ram. Ram is a strong brawl tank, and probably the best brawl tank into Zarya. What other teams have been running into PSU Zarya comp, so I like this. Nakiyoto, not going to stay on the sim, just TPing out onto the Sojourn. Bryson on the Torb.
Yeah, we'll see exactly how this Ramatra plays into the Zarya. We've seen it play different ways, either to blow up the Zarya or kind of play around her.
Big nade on Akioto, but
yeah,
Akioto's going to get out.
So
the form used here, but not really able to find much. PSU are probably going to try and walk in here.
Rig Pig doesn't. Well, actually, no. So Champlain actually doesn't have a Kiriko anymore, so this is going to be even more tough, especially with that Ana. You're gonna. Both teams have the Ana,
Champlain
but
get the cap here, so they can try to hold point. Well, big kill on Kazuma. Oh, and the Suzu comes out, so Akioto is not going to be getting traded, and they're going to find Knee as well. Big kills here, and this should be PSU just taking the point.
Looks like Champlain was able to get a nice 20% there, but yeah, regardless, Akioto up on that high ground is just going to be too deadly, unfortunately, for Champlain. Especially with that, he was able to get that health pack and got 3 off of it, so that was definitely beneficial for PSU. But looking forward here, the all economy for Champlain is kind of struggling. They only have 2 ults approaching here, and Quinn will go down immediately there.
Kill.
Yeah, that's huge
Akioto
here.
should go down here as well. And we do have a Nano. We could try to clutch it out. Nano Zarya. We'll see what they do here. They are gonna go for that, but Nia's gonna find Big Bum. So I think they just have enough numbers here. The Ram is low, but they should be able to carry him. Oh, he goes down, but it's just Winston, and it should be that.
Yeah, it looks like that's the opening that Champlain needed right off the bat there. Ondu or Knee taking out, I think it was Quinn, yeah. But once you take out support, you kind of just have the ball going full speed ahead, and there's nothing you can really do to stop it. But a full 4 ults approaching here for Champlain, but a full 5 for PSU. It's going to be a pretty heavy ult fight here, I'd imagine, especially since we're approaching 40% here for Champlain.
You can see a rush engage from PSU here potentially. We're gonna Nano Ramatra. The Ram can go really deep here with Annihilation. Oh, and Quinn's gonna go down, and so is Winston. The grab is out, but only catches the Ram, and the Ram is able to sustain through that with the block and the armor.
And Champlain's actually playing extremely well right now into what they're running into. They do have almost 3 ults once again ready to go here. If Knee doesn't go down, he doesn't. He gets out. But that was 3 ults there from Penn State. And that is really, really big here for Champlain, especially since we're up to the 80% mark on our second map here, a sub-map rather. But I'm going to be looking towards this Knee overclock. I think that's going to cause a lot of issues here.
These overclocks are going to probably make the difference here. Plankton just going to put the Torball all these angles. Here, the overclock duel. Well, it looks like Akio. Oh, Knee takes him out.
Nice shot.
But Yuyo goes down. That's probably going to be the end of this fight here for Champlain, unless they can find the Zarya. But no, it doesn't look like it. It's a big nade.
Yeah, that
but
is
I don't think it's going to be
nade.
enough. And Winston will just clean up here. Zarya is so good at the end of these fights when you can burn people down once the cooldowns have been used.
Yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate here. I mean, you can make 2 team fights out of this if you make it like quick, like right now, but it doesn't look like Champlain will really opt for that. They want to build the ults, which is kind of the more easier decision.
Well, they're not going to be able to build to anything besides this Nano that they already have. I think they should try to go fast. Here's the Nano Zarya. Akioto's going to go down, but
That Nano Zarya might not get anything.
Yeah, Champlain's able to kite that. Plankton will go down. It's a 3v4, but Bryce is going to go down 2v4. It's just the Zarya and the Ana left. Just Zarya. And looks like Champlain is going to respond here.
Exactly, and they do bring us to 1-1 here on Oasis, and we're headed off in the final sub-map here. One big thing that I really liked from Champlain there was the swap over to Ram. I think that was definitely way better, obviously, than the Wrecking Ball into the Zarya Torb Soj. But that will force Bryson over maybe to a different DPS, which we're seeing now. Potentially a Mei. I think Mei is going to work really well with Zarya Soj. I think they'll definitely... You're going to have pretty much the same playstyle as you were before, but a little bit better too.
This looks like, so far throughout the tournament, this comp has looked like PSU's comfort comp, the Mei, Soj, Zarya, Ana, Kiri.
Yeah,
Champlain gonna roll out on the Ramacha again, same comp. With that Lucio, you're gonna have, you're gonna want to try to take fights fast here, not let PSU sustain with their better healing and the Zarya. So if these fights go long, this Zarya will be able to get a ton of damage down.
Yeah, exactly. But that Lucio, you can't, if used correctly, can be really deadly into what PSU is running. But
here's the form.
Yeah, this form is gonna need to get something.
Oh, they're gonna find Big Bum. It's a good kill, but Yuio's really low. It's gonna go down. And if you're PSU, that's a good trade for you. That tank is the most important member there. And he's gonna find Akioto though, so they have numbers and they have the point.
Yeah, looking at it here, I mean, Champlain does hold on to this point now. One big issue, I mean, that is pretty self-explanatory is Wanson. Wanson's been doing a fantastic job with those Zarya bubbles and has just been full charge this entire game, basically. Plankton might go down here, but Kazuma does as well. Akioto gets a nice shot there. And
there's going low.
All this damage right now.
Akioto gets traded, but it's not going to matter. It looks like PSU will be able to clean this up. Just a matter of staggering to get more point progress here. And PSU will get the flip.
Yeah, they got a good 36% there for this map, and they do have about 2 to 3 ultimates approaching here very quickly. One big thing that they might do is that Nano Ramatra ultimate, but we'll probably see an equal onto the Zarya, Nano Zarya. I wouldn't be surprised there. And
oh, huge grab. This should just be 2 kills
massive
here.
Grab.
Oh,
maybe not.
Soj. Oh, but the Soj is going to go down anyway. Oh, and that is not good for Champlain.
Yeah, your Soj blowing up with Nano is not good at all here.
They're going to stagger out here as well. And now you wanted that Nano for the Ram. With the Nano and Annihilation, Yuio can go so deep. Nano form, and once your form runs out, you can Annihilation. Just stay in for so long with all of that armor, all of that damage.
Yeah, we might see a Molten Core here from Plankton momentarily to hopefully secure Wanston out here for Champlain to get back onto the point, but it might not happen because that Nano boost.
The Nano Zarya, and the Ana's gone down, the Torb's gone down, and Champlain, oh, they're actually going to try to win this. I don't know about that. I feel like it's better to just play for last fight here.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate Ram ult, I think. I mean, Champlain does have 3 ults of their own to recontest with, but it looks like PSU has a really strong hold on this. They have 4 ults approaching. It's going to be really tough here for Champlain.
Yeah, probably going to try to look for a Blizzard on Ramacha. Might be able to force out B with that. No Suzu to help the Ramacha get out. Here comes the rush and the grab. Looks like they're going to combo Blizz and grab, and yeah, that's just going to be too much for Champlain to handle. They're going to get point, but it's a 2v5 here. I don't know how much luck they're going to have, and
yeah,
just the Sojourn left.
I think that Blizzard was just absolutely massive there from Bryson for PSU, and PSU will take our first map here to send us off 1-0 in our series. And that will send us off into a little break here as we look at our map pick and our hero bands. But we'll look at this play a game real quick. See,
Lanston, no surprise.
I'm not surprised at all. It is Zario, and shall I say more? But regardless, we'll head off into our break here after this play of the game. Stay tuned. 1-0, Penn State has the lead. All right, and welcome back to our Queen City Clash here. 1-0 Penn State takes the lead over Champlain. We're headed off to the Blizzard World after a very extended break, unfortunately. But we're still waiting around. It's taken a while. Unfortunately, there's a queue on the start button, so we'll be sitting here for a little bit. We might need to go back to an away screen. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, now we're going in.
Now we're in.
So, you know,
Man, it's some Overwatch going.
yeah, it's taken a while, but that's all right. Anyways, regardless, Blizzard World. What are you thinking, Seamus?
We have Wanston playing the tank, so I think we're gonna see a Zarya here probably. And Yuyo, I would expect a Winston. That Winston is pretty solid into the Zarya. Open, we're back to lobby.
Well,
Hope we didn't put the bans in, it looks like.
anyways, yeah.
All right.
Now we're going back to
Now
Blizzard.
we're in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and this Blizzard World is a strong Winston map, so that's what I would expect out of Yuyo. Champlain have played the Winston throughout the tournament, so it should be a strong comp for them. Lots of high ground for this Winston to ping pong off of, especially on first and second. Third, it's going to be a little bit rougher for them, but starting off on first, so worry about that for now.
All right, we'll see what each team rolls out here. It's going to probably be the same exact stuff, and yep, it's going to be the same exact stuff. That Brig, though, Big Bum opting for that, and Juno for Quinn. No Ana this time.
Yeah, I like the Brig Juno backline here. It's a lot easier to sustain a dive. I think that's what they're expecting. The Torb Ash good as well. Lots of damage to burst down the dive. The Torb really strong into dive, can hold an angle all on his own with the turret. Is going to make it really hard for Nee's Tracer to get where he wants to be. And it looks like we will be seeing a wrecking ball here.
Yeah, I
Zen
think the
Brig.
ball. I'm not surprised about the ball. The Zen Brig, I don't know. That's all right.
I wonder if Yuyo will stick it into the Brig. I feel like Winston is easier in the Brig than Ball is. That Brig is just so good whipping the wrecking ball. Winston, you can use the bubble to block. PSU are gonna hold up on this high ground. Oh, that's a nice boop off on the high ground. Oh, but Akioto will get out. Winston goes down. I'm not sure how that happened. Looks like there was a Discord orb involved. Had to use both bubbles, and now we should see Champlain taking a lot of space here. They're going to start ticking up progress on the point.
Yeah, we'll see here. They have a whole 4 minutes, or now 3 minutes rather, to get this going. But it looks like they've kind of capped.
Good.
Yeah, they capped this kind of with ease. But PSU is back. They're ready to recontest this.
Yeah, Winston is back. That's one bubble down. Some big rockets coming through here. The Ash is low, and Knee will take Akioto out. Winston kills Rig Pig though. So it's a 4v4, and the ball is low, so Champlain's momentum is going to be halted here. Wrecking Ball is so low, Far stuck behind, and it looks like PSU are going to hold here.
Indeed, I think this Zen Brig is actually working a little bit better than I thought it was. I think they're kind of playing not to blow up the Zarya anymore like they did on the last map. But now ults are looking really solid for both sides here. I mean, Plankton is kind of low on his Far ult, but that doesn't matter. Far can get her ult very quickly if played correctly. But that Tranquility is ready to go, and I think that might be one of the key factors here for Champlain's success.
Yeah, we'll see what they use it for. They might want opt to hold it for Grav. Winston 75% to that. Ooh, and Big Bum will go down. Knee finding a good pick. Akioto will go down as well. And surely this will be the point for Champlain. And Transcendence is forced. The Juno ult is in. Winston is so low, but Winston will go down, and that should do it for Champlain.
Indeed, it looks like they will cap this with still 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock, but Nee was doing just a fantastic job there on the Tracer. I think that's exactly why Akioto will be swapping over to Cassidy here now. I think knee being on Tracer is definitely an issue, especially, and the Pharah too.
Yeah, I think the Cassidy will be much better at controlling these DPS for Champlain, especially that far. The grab is in, but the rally in response, Winston does not have enough charge to really burn through that. Oh, but the Torvald is good. Kazuma overextends, gets caught out. Now Winston, the Zen looks like he will go down as well, and PSU are going to hold early here. And they're going to be able to hold this strong position in the archway. It can be so tough to break through this.
Indeed, and it looks like we still have, I mean, they still have 3.5 minutes to work with. UEO does have his minefield ready to go, and that'll probably be placed around Quinn and Big Bum. But Big Bum also has that rally, and I think that rally will be deadly here. That minefield does come out looking for kind of anything, and it does secure off the high ground here.
Space here from it. The rally is out for Big Bum. Oh, Quinn flies into the mines. And yeah, it looks like PSU are going to back. Oh, wait, no, they're going to try and get a trade here. It's going to be tough. They force Trank. The barrage is in. Winston goes down. Akioto low. He will go down. That looks like it will be a full team wipe for Champlain. But PSU, they will get another fight. Not many ults on either side. Akioto close to the high noon. Knee close to the pulse bomb. Not the most impactful ults. We'll see if Knee can get a pick. It's going to be hard into these Zarya bubbles. Winston gets booped in. Could be in trouble. Both bubbles forced. The high noon comes out though. That's going to zone Champlain out here and help PSU stabilize. I like that a lot. Now looking for the pulse. Oh, big stick. Akioto will go down. Huge play from Knee. Oh, Knee's so low. 5 HP it looked like, but he will live. Winston pushing the high ground. The Molten Core comes in. He looking for the back line. The Brig Peel is there. Oh, and he barely gets out there.
Yeah, they only have about 3 meters of cap here with still 2 minutes left, so they got a lot of room to work with here. But Kazma is approaching that rally once again, and UEO has that minefield too, and I think that'll really help out with getting this point. But Winston's gonna be kind of cut off here.
Well, from PSU on the other side though, and the grab.
Yeah, does Plankton? Yeah, Plankton almost goes out there, but he doesn't. But still, Akioto on this Tracer is going to cause some problems.
Grab is out, and the Juno wall. Well, the rally is really good. Can they live? No, Kazuma will go down. We're able to burst through that rally shield, and PSU win the fight. But 2 ults for 1 for PSU. Grav and Juno out. Champlain did use the Brig ult, but now they will have an ult advantage. Rally online for PSU. Mines and Transcendence online for Champlain, closing in on that barrage as well. Can look to mines the point here, or they're just gonna mine backline, force the Juno out. The Juno's low, getting packed.
Yeah, those
will
packs.
live, but those packs coming in clutch. That's why that Juno Brig is so strong.
Bryson is out though, still 4v5
The rally
here.
is in. Oh, and Plankton gets caught out. Winston, it's an excellent pick there. That barrage is going to be so good. Now Winston in the back line here. Champlain have to be careful. It's a nice whip shot. And the Trank comes out.
Yeah, I don't think Penn State's going to be in a weird situation here as Big Bum does go out with that pulse bomb. Rig Pig on 1 HP. And I mean, it's still back and forth. Yeah,
Barrage is good. Winston is low. They have to kill Winston. Oh, but the Molten Core is huge on point, and it looks like a lot of close fights here, but PSU coming out on top, and they will hold on second.
Yeah, that Molten Core was definitely huge there for PSU. I mean, if that took out the Brig and the Zenyatta, I mean, that was just really good there for PSU, but they hold them to only 1 point here, 111 meters. It's their turn to attack, but regardless, they have a lot of time to work with. They have a lot of space to work with. If they capture this very quickly, they'll be in a really good spot here to send us off to 2-0.
Yeah, that Molten Core is so strong in those overtime fights where you have to touch the point. You have to go through all of that damage to do it. And PSU, they're in a good spot here. Although Blizzard World first, Full holds have been known to happen here, so we'll see what Champlain can muster up. And it looks like they're going to roll out on the same comp. Tracer, Farah, Ball, Brig, Zen. This comp, I like it on defense, where you can set your Brig Zen up in a good spot and really just play map control. We may see the DPS and the Ball just holding different angles, trying to surround the comp of PSU, who likes to stack a little bit more with that Zarya Juno Brig.
Yeah, we'll see here in about 10 seconds exactly how they want to play this out. But UEO holding onto the Wrecking Ball for defense is definitely one to... That's interesting. I like the idea. They're also keeping that Zen Brig, kind of like you mentioned. It's going to be really tough here for Champlain to make anything kind of work here. But Akio might opt for the Widow if he doesn't change that, and he goes back to the cast. That's not surprising.
Yeah, this Farah will be tough for Champlain to deal with. They don't really have anyone that can directly take care of the Farah. I was just going to try to play to ignore the Farah. This Farah is so strong in the Brig, there's just nothing you can...
UEO out immediately there.
Oh, and that is not good at all for Champlain. They have to give up all this space here and play for a retouch probably. Bryson, I like this angle. Are they even gonna get a retouch? Oh, Winston's so low, but
they might get a retouch.
Yep, the Tracer's in. The Ball will be next. Winston trying to deny the backline from walking.
Oh, I like this play here by Champlain to kind of box in the Zarya, but it doesn't work well enough because they do get the point in 5.5 minutes. I mean, Akioto holding on to this cast. Oh, okay. Is that a teabag?
Yeah, had a little something to say.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, like I was going to say, the cast is just being kind of deadly here. I mean, I think if you're like the swap over to Ashe, yeah, you kind of have to at this point.
I like the Winston swap. We're on to Ana Juno. I like that. You don't really need the Brig in this comp. Nobody's diving. Oh, but Winston just runs him over, but he's going to be traded out. Yuio gets traded out as well, though, so PSU have numbers here.
Yeah, we're going to just see Akio. Akio is going to get so much value here.
So low.
Yeah.
We'll be able to live.
You got to get this cast off of high ground if you want to do anything if you're Champlain, but I mean, it might be... It looks like they are kind of forcing him back. I think the swap here to Winston is definitely the right call in order to put pressure on this cast a little bit more. But, I mean, look at Penn State's
Bryson's
ults.
one. Oh, just Winston trying to just barely miss. Looks like he got blocks there.
So if you're in Champlain's shoes here, they just used 2 ults and only got 1. They only got 1 kill here with 2 ults. I mean...
The Grav is in. Does not hit the Winston. I think that was the intended target. Winston's in, gonna be stunned up with the rally. Bryson goes down, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah, that'll just be Penn State.
That is a steamroll. Yeah, that's
Blizzard World.
They send us off to 2-0 there, take Blizzard World with ease, and send us off to match point here against Champlain. But we'll probably see the play of the game here. It's probably gonna be Winston. No, it's gonna be Bryson actually. Okay, on Torb. We like to see Torb play the games, but we'll see this here. I mean, Penn State just had 4 minutes.
Yeah, just cleaning up the Junewalt and the Grav.
Yeah, but that sends us off to 2-0 here against Champlain. We'll be right back with your hero bands and map choice. All right, welcome back once again. Penn State versus Champlain 2-0. Match point here. We're headed off to Esperanza here momentarily. It looks like we got two bans there. I think it was Brig and Diva. But I'm not surprised by those. We also have a role swap. Bryson will be going over to tank and Wanston will be hopping over to DPS. We'll be starting momentarily here. What are your initial thoughts here, Seamus, on Esperanza?
The Bryson on tank tells me that Penn State is probably going to roll out on a Mauga comp. Mauga is pretty strong on Esperanza. In Yu-Gi-Oh, I think the Brig ban did come from Champlain, so I think that indicates that we're probably going to see a ball. The Brig's so good at shutting down those Wrecking Ball comps, able to shut down the engages from the Wrecking Ball, so I would expect Wrecking Ball out of Champlain. Maybe more Zen Brig. I don't know. The Zen feels a little bit harder on this map. A lot more complicated rotations for the Zen to be caught out in. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see here. I think they'll opt for the Wrecking Ball still.
Yeah.
But that
no Brig also, yeah, so definitely no Zen.
Yeah, they won't rack that Brig Zen again. But regardless, we'll have 10 minutes in this match for our push, but regardless, I think the Wrecking Ball might work. It's just dependent on what Bryson plays, because that is a role swap that kind of Champlain has to keep in mind. They have to know that, you know, Wanston is not on tank anymore, and that I don't think they've seen Bryson play tank. Well, they haven't these past two matches, but regardless, I don't think we've streamed Penn State with Bryson playing. We might have. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but
surely we did at some point.
Yeah. It will be the Mauga as intended here.
Yeah, we did because he streamed when I played them. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But it will be tough here, I think, for Champlain, especially with a Reaper Soj Mauga.
Yeah, Wanston likes that Reaper. Yeah, we're gonna have Sim TP, but will be a Soj.
Yeah, and we'll be starting out here. It's gonna be kind of that. It's gonna be another kind of heavy brawl, heavy bunker down comp that PSU is running. That it'll be just all dependent on Big Bum and that Juno ring. But
yeah, I think they are going to look. They're gonna look for stomps on the Ana and the Soj, but Quinn being taken out. That's a good start for Champlain.
Yeah, a really quick pick there on Quinn.
Wanston will be forced out here. So effectively a 3v5 right now. Kyoto will go down. Mauga is at full out. They need to be careful and burst this Mauga. There comes the shout and the slam. Knee is low. Knee will get traded here.
Yeah, this is kind of different than how I intended. I mean, I thought that it was going to be really tough here for Champlain. But I think enabling Plankton to be able to, you know, do a lot of damage here from either the back or in the skies is going to be crucial for Champlain, and that's kind of what's happening now.
Big Bum's so low, not able to find it. Yuya will go down. Plankton looks like they will go down as well. Just maybe a bit of overextension there. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Those supports for PSU were low, so maybe trying to get the kills out, and the Ana will be staggered here. And for PSU, the bot will be moving.
Yeah, we'll see here. 8 minutes remain in this matchup, but I think Kazma and Rigpig are definitely going to be the primary focuses for PSU, only because if you get Rigpig out, you kind of win immediately, especially since that's kind of your only source of healing.
Ball slam in onto the Soj. Nano Farah, Kyoto so low, but Plankton low as well, going to be taken down through the Nano. But both DPS are going to be traded. Yuyo going to go down. It's a 3v3 here. But I'd favor Penn State with the tank and the supports both alive. Oh, but Nee's just going to steal the bot. Penn State can't contest through the mines. So Penn State look like they're going to win the fight, but how much is that really going to do for them? The orbital rig coming out. Plankton's going to go down. And it's a scrappy fight as they often are on push, but it looks like Penn State should be winning this fight here. Knee will be able to get out. That will be forward spawn. PSU. Oh, they already had forward spawn. Even better. And now they have 3 ults. That cage is going to be so strong here. Yep, they're just going to cage the ball. I like that. But Bryson's going to go down the barrage. The answer to the cage. He will go down. Wanston as well on the Tracer. It's a 3v4. Looks like Champlain's going to try to pick for more kills here. The ball is in.
All right, and we're looking about 6.5 minutes left in this. Penn State doesn't have any ults ready to go. Champlain's in a really good spot to make something work here. They haven't pushed the robot really at all, but that goes without saying. Everybody's focusing Wanston right now, and this is a really good call here by Champlain. If they can get him out, that'd be
Wanston
huge.
Get out? Oh, he can.
Oh, he gets out.
Knee brought low. He's going to need a lot of support. Will be saved by Rig Pig on the Ana.
Alright, yeah, it looks like Champlain
nice kill.
might be able to get that robot moving now with both of those kills, Quinn and
We have to be
Wanston.
careful. Ana might be traded here.
Yuyo is just destroying the entire Penn State backline here.
Now it's just the Mauga. And that will be a clean fight win for Champlain. There's a very messy fight / series of fights there, but finally a clean victory for Champlain, and that bot is moving towards forward. PSU will probably get a fight before forward though.
Yeah, if they play right, they'll stop it before forward. You don't want to give that up. But it's gonna be really around Bryson and how he wants to get in here and make things work. But Champlain will kind of be passive.
So low.
Oh my, yeah.
Nano Soge. Nano overclock.
Nano overclock too, and I mean Plankton didn't die either. But I don't know if this Nano
Nice
gets
shot
one.
onto the Kiri. When Wanston brought low in the back line.
If you're in Champlain's shoes, I mean, you just use Nano overclock for 1 elimination, but you might be able to secure this forward spawn because of it. But it's all going to be if you get Wanston here and you don't.
Yes, you are doing a good job living, and now they have their own overclock here. Knee stuck in the back on 1 health. It's going to go down. Oh, the beat out, but not in time to save Knee. The orbital ray out for PSU. They're just moving forward here. The backline for Champlain is not in a good spot. The barrage is out, but it's not going to be able to find Bryson, and the Pharaoh will go down. It looks like PSU winning that fight.
Is he able to get a trade here in Akioto? No. He'll get Rig Pig will go out here, but I mean, Penn State does have that robot, and they're going to still move that forward very quickly as only 4 minutes remain in this matchup.
Very impressive fight from Penn State there. The Nano overclock came out from Champlain. They found the pick on the Kiri, but Penn State was able to just live and stall the fight long enough for the Kiri to come back and then go in with their own ults. Very impressive from them.
You're gonna see that minefield here, and that's gonna force out the cage.
On the ball.
Yeah, I like this idea.
And the ball will go down. Yep, that's good value. Lucy will go down, and Champlain are reeling here. This bot is just moving forward for PSU.
Approaching 3.5 minutes here. Will we see a Reaper Blossom? Nope, because he goes down immediately there by Knee, and Akioto trades that out, which is huge here for Penn State, as they're still pushing that robot forward. They still only have 4 people. It's still 4v4, but it'll be quickly a 4v5. Sigma choice here, though. I agree with it, but it's gonna be still really tough.
Yeah, you have to be careful not to get run over with. Oh, and like what's happening right now. Oh, but the nade is really good. Helps keep the Sigma alive and pressures the Mauga, and the Big Bum's gonna go down. PSU try to get out, but it looks like now they're just gonna be wiped. Just desperately looking for some trades. Oh, almost find one on a Knee.
Yeah, that indeed. I think they're. Oh, Wanston's gonna get a trade there on the Knee, which might be kind of big here for Penn State because they do have that forward spawn. They might be able to spawn before it gets back, which I think they will. So that's a really good trade there for Penn State. They'll be able to get another team fight here before Knee gets back.
And it looks like, actually, I think Knee will be back soon. Oh, big kill on a Big Bum.
Does Rig Pig go out though? No,
Rig Pig's so low.
I think he gets out here, but Winston is definitely becoming a problem there for the Champlain backline. But regardless, Champlain still has this robot, but there's only 2 minutes left here in this matchup.
The Flux is out onto Bryson. That will be enough to take him down. That should be enough for a fight win. Oh, Yuyo's so low. The grasp comes out.
Ooh, my
the
goodness.
Big takes on the backline. Trades are coming out.
Wow.
Akiyoto with the overclock. And that will be enough to tilt the trades in PSU's favor.
I think they definitely needed something more there. The overclock was okay. I think because Wanston got 3, and I think Akiyoto also got 1 before he used overclock too. So it was like a 3v2. But they definitely secured the fight. And regardless, they can make those decisions because they have a 60-meter lead here, and they're ready to go. I mean, you got 1.5 minutes left. You got 3 ultimates brewing. You're in a really good spot if you're on PSU's side.
Yeah, I do not hate that decision at all from Akiyoto. Better just use 1 ult to secure the fight than try to greed and lose. And now the satellite vector coming in, the rush coming in. Oh, and those are 2 big kills. Just use those support ults so good to go early with tempo. And it looks like it's going to be a full team wipe here.
Yeah,
they might just full cap off of this.
It's a bloodbath here in favor of PSU.
Trying to overclock out, but the cage they can't even touch.
Yeah, they can't touch with the cage. That's a 3-0 victory, an absolute sweep for Penn State. Unfortunately, that will be sending. They'll be sending them home. Not PSU. Jeez, what am I saying? I'm all over the place. I apologize.
This man needs some lunch.
I need some lunch. You know what? It is lunchtime. It's break time. It's been a long day. We were kind of behind schedule, but you know what? We're back. And regardless, Penn State wins 3-0. They'll be taking on. Do they take on Cincinnati? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it should be UC in the losers finals.
Yeah, I think it's UC because it will be losers finals.
The winner will play Michigan in the grand finals, I believe.
Something like that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, what this guy said. But regardless, this has been Seamus. I've been Cohen. Thank you for joining us for today. We'll have another stream up here in about an hour or 2. We're probably going to stop it just for the time being so then we don't take up Twitch and all that. But thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to tune live again here in a few hours or so.